Welcome to Jacksonville, Alabama, a hidden gem a few miles from the border of Georgia and home to the Gamecocks of Jacksonville State, where these fans are fired up for this showdown about to play out on Burgess Snow Field. In this one, two teams from Conference USA squaring off in a weekday clash to set the table for the weekend ahead. As we'll see, the winners of three straight, the Liberty Flames, taking on a team who is rested and ready coming off a bye, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm... joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Flames will kick it away to start. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Gamecocks offense will get the first crack at it here. And here he is, guys. Anytime he takes the field, he is in complete control of this offense.
And David, he gives defensive coordinators nightmares because of his ability. They're going to have a hard time slowing him down.
No, he just doesn't have those weaknesses, those flaws, the whole playbook available, and he is a dude.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Scanning the field, it's Turner. Takes a shot as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Gamecocks decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes a move. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. So the Liberty Flames offense will go to work for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Getting some heat. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Wonder if they'll throw it again after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 49. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold it. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. And the Flames are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Wiggles free. Gets away. Now he's going to break the pocket. Open space at the 25. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Liberty.
He doesn't need anything to be open. He just makes it happen himself. Hey, I'm going to call a pass. I want to throw the ball down the field. Oh, it's not open? Okay, I'm just going to pull it down, make it happen, take it to the house. What a scramble by the quarterback.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with that thrilling 46-yard run to pay dirt. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
We just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
The offense set for a first down play. Give to the back. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. A pickup of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Dropping back, it's Turner. He's going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the...
He's got it up to 25. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go-round, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top, because this guy's speed is a problem.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Right down the boulevard. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. They go to the ground. Just slithered through the tackle when he's got room to run. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. The inside handoff. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on 2nd down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Looking deep. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Flames. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
So now they're staring at a 2nd and long from their 20. They'll try the run. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
On 3rd down, going up top. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Gamecocks line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Bringing it back, it's Gray. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Makes the grab on the left. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
The Flames are on the move. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Salter. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they are going to be gassed.
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Liberty.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Georgia is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These dogs have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Kentucky. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He'll start this drive firing. Quickly to the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on first down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge gain down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts. Small gains, break tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. To the ground to try to move the chains. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll bring it back. It's Gray. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Leaves it with the running back. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
To the air, it's Salter. Fires to the right. It's caught. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. The give is to Williams. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Fast motion from the offense. They'll leave it with him. At the 35, he's got room. He's loose. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Flames come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll do it himself. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking to throw, it's Salter. Feeling some heat. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss.
You want to change some of this bad luck you've had so far around? Get after the quarterback and get his butt on the ground. Nice job by the defense. This game ain't over. It's still the first half. This is a good start.
It's a draw. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
How about the effort by the running back? Great job. Listen, it's not an ideal situation, but when you get yourself backed up like that, and it's third in eternity, you put yourself in a bad situation. He almost climbed out of it single-handedly. Nice run, nice effort by the running back.
First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. And it'll be down right there. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
They'll try to pop the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Tell you, they tried to go draw in the middle of the field. That back had nowhere to go with the football. He was tackled right away for a loss.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Fires one high and deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Running it back, it's Gray. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He wants to throw. Gets it out fast. At the 35, he's loose. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
That chunk play has them in business, set up with a 1st down in the red zone. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Flames line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Try to force their way in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. What a disappointment. No good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stick.
Oh, picked off. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
Off play action. It's complete to the left. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
Yeah, just playing the field position game. Nice job angling it toward the sideline so it doesn't go into the end zone. That thing rolls down inside the 10. Really nice punt. Yes, I said something positive about a punt.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that option game can be tricky, right? But nice job by the defense playing assignment football. And watch the linebacker. You could tell. Locked in on the quarterback. Chases him down. Gets to him. And not only gets to him, doesn't let him break a tackle. Gets him on the ground.
Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. And the Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
You see these windows, they're getting smaller and smaller to throw into. Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a hand in there and knocking that ball away.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Salter. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And the ball's on the ground. Oh, and he not only gets the ball back, he's also got enough for the first down.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Here's the give off the left side. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Pressure coming. Powers through the defender. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points, start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. 2nd down coming up. Looking for a man. It's Turner. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football, and now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
Pocket starts to collapse. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
The Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Oh, it's off the side of his foot. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. From the gun, running back gets the give. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Trying play action. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot, you start trying to aim and you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
Buying some time. He'll pull it down and run. At the 45 on his way. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Flames come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Out of the backfield, he's open. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Here comes the offense on second down. From the gun, the running back has it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to throw, it's Salter. Throws to the tight end. Oh, so close to paying off the tip drill. He had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
Well, the defense just needs something positive to happen. They're trailing in this game. A turnover would be massive for momentum right now, and a nice effort defensively, getting a hand on the ball, knocking it down.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Liberty.
From the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. They're bringing heat. It's complete. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing 1st and goal. Looking to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense has it. They're going the other way. The 50. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. The defense takes matters into their own hands. You know, the defense is all about stopping teams, but when you have a chance to swing momentum, scoop it and score yourself, it is such a huge play.
Yeah, you just go over the offense, be like, bro, we don't need you to do that. We got this. We'll score ourselves if we have to. Great job by the defense, doing what they need to do, and then go talk a little trash to the offense.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. The scoop and score, what a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. On the move from inside his 5. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and then guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. What a return that one was. 95 yards. He took it back for 6. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Jacksonville for an entertaining first half than you? And it's been a clinic in fundamental defensive football. Both teams have been relentless and ball hawking, refusing to give an inch. This is the kind of slugfest that real football fans love. Crushing tackles and dudes flying into gaps and passing lanes. A testament to the discipline both of these teams have shown. And with that, let's head back to the guys at JSU Stadium.
And the Gamecocks will kick it away to crank up the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
To the air, it's Salter. Safe completion on the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. He's looking to throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Gray.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
The give to the back. Still on his feet at the 45. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Let's see what they've got on second down. Off the play fake. Using the quick game. Bulldozes his way through. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. We'll give them a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Back to throw, it's Salter. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Georgia is getting throttled right now inside Sanford Stadium. And frankly, it's been that way since the crowd started barking during the opening kick. They're trailing by 14 to Kentucky. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll go to the ground. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Holding. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Looking for a productive play on first down. Snaps it in the shotgun. He's got the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
This offense has a second down play. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Trying to get to him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. The Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking downfield, it's Salter. Looking to the big tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
You remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a Thursday night? The ball didn't even hit the ground, did it?
It did not. 2 incomplete passes caught out of bounds. Running back searching for a hole. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal flag in the back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And oftentimes running backs love draw plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed way upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's the MO of this offense. They really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
Relying on the run, he gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll operate out of split backs. He'll keep it himself. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Design quarterback runs. There's so many of them, so many ways to do it. But either way, it's about getting that extra blocker and getting a dynamic athlete. These quarterbacks are all dynamic athletes. They're basically running backs now playing quarterback, trying to get them in space. And you can see he does the rest. He can chew up those yards quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Liberty, 34. Jacksonville State, 14.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Turner. They're trying to get to it. Got his man on the right. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start, offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the 5-yard step off, 1st and 15 for this offense. Out of the gun, the inside give. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
He'll pull it on the read. Running with power. Oh, it's out! And he was able to get back on top of his own fumble.
Woo. Deep breath. Big sigh of relief. He's able to recover it. You know, you put that thing on the deck, you start to panic. But great job getting back to the fumble, recovering his own fumble. Otherwise, that could have been bad.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on 3rd, now setting up 4th down.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Getting some heat. Slips away. Feeling some heat. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Yeah, and that was really nice pressure. Ideally, you want to get him on the ground. Nice job by the quarterback staying alive, keeping the play alive, but it still ends in an incompletion. Nice pressure by the defense.
Got it set up on the outside. At the 40, there he goes. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
This running back is so dangerous. He's going to hurt you running the ball, but they find creative ways to get him the ball in the passing game as well. Beautiful job setting up the screen. He was acting as if he was blocking, let the defender run right by him, and then he made magic happen after he had the ball in his hands.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They're looking to pass from the red zone.
The first down pass, complete to the back.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And that is the final play of the quarter, and guys, Liberty has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. And the defense, got him at the 27.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
They'll run it from the gun. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Georgia is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Matthew Stafford and Stetson Bennett among the greats to play in Athens. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Kentucky. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Second down coming up.
They come to the line, hoping to get some of that yardage back from the 17. To the air, it's Turner. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Boy, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Holding. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. He's looking downfield to throw. Right down the middle. Complete downfield. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and depleting the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what?
Touchdown, Flames! And the stomping has commenced. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Jacksonville State, 14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? You're going to be a great player. You got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time he's got it. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Looking downfield, it's Turner. He finds his man. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Fires to the tight end.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on 1st down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the 4th quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
Finds his man, and they convert. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Gamecocks are on the move. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Paul. And he showed himself to be a regular Spinderella, but not a lot of room to run. Now after the short completion, it's 2nd down. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
The defender crossed the line a little bit too early. It's a free 5 yards for the offense. That defensive penalty was just what the doctor ordered for this offense. It's now 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Turner. A little screen to the running back. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Gamecocks are threatening in the red zone. Trying to find his man on first down. Gets it out quickly. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Power football with the run. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to compete, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Right back to the well. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. The give to the tailback. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Out of the gun, the give to the back. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
To the ground with the back. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Salter. Zings it complete to the right. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Caught behind the line. It's Mobley. And oh, did they know that one was coming? They'll knock him down in the backfield. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on me to throw a touchdown here and help out our team.
So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back, but I hear what you...
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Turner. He wants a big play here late. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. It was just too easy, and he didn't look it in. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for 2nd down.
42, Spider.
He's looking to throw. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer.
How about the bomb by the offense? The Hail Mary, they go deep. The defense knows it's coming. Where are they? Where is the defense? You got to stay as deep as the deepest and make sure this doesn't happen. The Hail Mary to success.
They'll go through the motions and finish this one off with the PAT. And the kicker's probably happy to score a point, but the team didn't score enough as this one is over. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.